Hey, everybody. Hope you're doing well. We're going to do a deeper track off of Van Halen's Diver Down album. We're going to do the song Secrets. Now, this may not be the heavy Van Halen tune that all the diehard metalheads love. It's actually a much more refined, much more low-key tune than that. This song, to me, is a study in Eddie's rhythm guitar playing. It's one of those cleaner songs without a lot of heavy gain and heavy distortion. Yeah, the guitar solo comes in, it's fully distorted. But the rhythm playing is much, much more intricate than that. There's a lot going on there. So without further ado, let's check out the song Secrets by Van Halen.
Tracks in the winter snows. She got a rainbow that touches her shoulder. She be headed where the thunder rolls. Oh, 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 she got that rhythm of the road. Oh, 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 she get crazy, woman get crazy. She can go. She just looking good. She comes like the secret wind. She's as strong as the mountains, walks tall as the trees. She's been there before, she'll never give in. She'll be gone tomorrow like the silent breeze. Oh, 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 she got rhythm, got that rhythm of the road. Sometimes you got to run. You running blind, but you jump the gun. The question is not does love exist, but when she leaves, where she goes. I got the feeling she don't know either. Wait like the wind, watch where she blows. Crazy if she can go. I'm looking good. Oh, yes.
Oh, like I said, it's an amazing study in Eddie's rhythm playing. Don't get me wrong, the guitar solo is incredible as always, but one thing I've always said about Eddie is as he matured and as he got older, his rhythm playing got more intricate and more interesting. Um, it's one of the things I learned to love. I mean, when I first was hooked on Van Halen, I was the kind of kid, who took Van Halen songs and edited out all of the vocals and just listened to Eddie's guitar riffs and guitar solos and to hell with Dave. or To Hell with Sammy. I didn't care. I had like a 120-minute Maxell cassette tape that I would listen to for hours that was just edited out Van Halen guitar licks and guitar riffs with very little, if any, vocals at all in the cassettes. And it was, I mean, I think back on it, I'm like, how did I listen to that? Because it just jumps tempos, meters, keys, and everything like that. But I did. And I would listen to that cassette tape for hours and hours and hours on end on my little Walkman, just walking around doing whatever I was doing, whether I was doing the paper route or whether I was, at work cleaning, garbage, whatever the hell I was doing. I was listening to that among other things. And eventually I kind of got over Eddie's playing. I was never unimpressed with it. It was always impressive, but I started to hear the rhythm guitar parts more dramatically behind all of the fluff that is, David or Sammy singing, all the harmonies, all the guitar licks and everything like that. I started to really pay attention to his rhythm guitar playing. And what I noticed is it got gradually more intricate and more interesting as time went on. So when you get to an album like this, where it has a song like Secrets on it, and it's much cleaner, it's recorded much more clearly in the sense that there's no overdrive hiding anything on that rhythm guitar playing, you really hear just how much of a master he was at putting licks and riffs together in a rhythmic pattern to create a very interesting song. And it's part of the genius that gets overlooked with Van Halen is the rhythm parts, the rhythm section. Much the same way that I talked about Michael Anthony in another video where, I'm like, Michael's a better bass player than people give him credit for. Just because he plays more simplistically on a lot of early Van Halen stuff and Van Halen stuff in general doesn't mean he's a simple bass player. It means he's the kind of bass player who plays for the song, not for the glory. And that's what you want a bass player to be. You want them to be there for the song. They're the backbone of the band. Well, with Eddie's rhythm playing, it's like his rhythm playing is almost like mini solos in themselves because they're just so unique and so intricate. It's probably a big reason why many Van Halen songs are, at least the root tracks of it, are the band playing live in the studio, because they don't play to a click track. There's minor fluctuations in tempo and timing over the course of the song. Eddie never really fully plays a rhythm pattern exactly the same way twice. So there's little unique nuances in everything that he does. And again, it's part of the genius that was Eddie Van Halen. And so I kind of, on this song, like, I kind of ignore the solo. Don't get me wrong. I know how it goes. I've heard it 1,000 times, but I start to listen to the little details, the little harmonics, the little vibratos, the little trills, the little things that he starts doing that are underneath Dave's vocals, that are underneath the guitar solo. And it just gets more and more remarkable no matter how many times I listen to it. That's why I think Van Halen stuff never gets old, because from a listener's standpoint, even if you're a passive listener, something new will pop up every time you hear them. I don't care if you've heard them 10,000 times, if you've heard the song 10,000 times, if you have worn out the compact disc or the part on your MP3 player or the cassette tape you used to own when you were 14 years old, whatever it was, I don't care. If you've listened to it so many times, you'll still hear something new if you just open your ears to what's going on all the way through. There's always some new little detail that just makes you go, why didn't I hear that 20 years ago? Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all. Please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below so we can talk about it further. And I just want you to know I appreciate y'all and I wish y'all well. Take care.